Oh, we struggle in all aspects of school.
Yeah.
We had PE down. That's about it.
And lunch.
PE and
I was really good.
That has stayed true to form.
Sean Watson, another step back, which I will say a lot of his problem had O-line. 8 sacks.
Yeah.
Good.
He's gonna be back like when Vic came back to the league after the dog hit him.
Yes.
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine.
Well, hello and welcome to another episode of Benchwarmer Basement Banter. I got so excited for the number. This is, what episode is it, sir? Come on.
Episode number 69.
That's right. Gronk
Nice.
Spike. Bam. Shout out to Gronk and Toast. There we go. Pretty special. Man.
We may retire after
Amazing. We've been doing this. It might as well. It'd be very fitting. We've been doing this for over a year now.
this. Yes,
Yeah.
about 13 months since we've
That's
started
right.
posting on YouTube. We started in April. Or no, we started in March,
In March?
of 2024.
Yeah, look at
so
that. Not canceled yet. So
not canceled yet.
That would have been some pretty high plus odds. I'll give you
Well,
that
we did
one,
get
so-
canceled from TV, but that...
Well, you know, not totally. All right, we're halfway there to screwing up. Whatever. But we're back.
We are back.
We are. And what are we going to talk about? What time of year is this for stuff? Is it
Playoffs?
Playoffs?
Playoffs.
Playoffs. And hey, we did make the playoffs right here. Blues
That Blue-
did.
they just want to win a game.
Woo, that's right. We're in. It may not have went great tonight, but we're here. So
Yes.
we'll see how long it takes. So, sorry guys, this thing called life has kind of gotten in the way. And the playoffs have actually already started. But you know what? It's first game.
They just started
and-
yesterday,
yeah.
right?
Hockey just started literally today.
So did
And
basketball.
Yeah, so we haven't missed much.
No.
But you know what? We're right there for you guys.
We got plenty of time to still make our predictions, which
That's
is what
right.
we're going to bring you tonight.
That's right.
And
And over 50% of the time, they're wrong anyway. Because that's life.
yeah,
That's
exactly.
life.
So
But hey.
don't take any betting advice from us. That's for sure.
Off the top, like, subscribe, all that, and also this is not a betting advice channel. There you
Exactly.
go. Yeah.
So and actually look at those social medias right above my finger right there. Oh, I don't know how to.
There it is. It's over there. somewhere.
It's right above my finger. Shows all of our socials.
It's like
I don't have to say
Tyreek
them out
down
loud.
there somewhere. He down there
Tyreek
somewhere.
is down there
There you
somewhere.
go. Throw it down there.
That's everything's backwards on the screen, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I never know what's going on.
hold
so.
on, hold on.
What?
There we go.
We don't need to celebrate episode 69 that much. We're going to that. So.
All right. So
Anyway, yeah, without further ado, you want to talk hockey A or you want to go basketball first? You do basketball.
let's start with basketball, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna listen to you talk about hockey.
That's I forgot. That's your contract. How you're obligated to. So.
But I will be on screen, and I'll react with some stupid
Need
shit
your
occasionally.
beautiful bug. You're always here for
My
that, buddy.
expert analysis from last year.
You got 30 years of practice at that, right? There you go.
That's right.
I'm not doing much more for basketball either. So I'm bobblehead. Yeah. All right, basketball. My little handmade bracket right there. If you can see it, that's how it's gonna go.
That's
No doubt
beautiful.
about it.
There's no way. He did not just scribble that down.
Not at all. No, this is taking a lot of serious thought for the last couple weeks, analysis and everything up and down the rosters. So yeah, let's start her off. What do you say?
All right. You want to just start off in the West?
You made it. Yeah, I can say the series, and then you can say what's gonna happen.
Okay.
So, we got Memphis. They won the last play-in game. I did know that.
Yes, they
stomped the
won that.
Mavs.
That was actually today.
Yeah.
Or no, it was last night.
yesterday,
It was last night.
And Anthony Davis got hurt and the Mavs lost. Shocker.
Anthony Davis did score 40 points in that game.
I think what the rest of the team score? About the same?
Yeah, about the same. Yeah.
He one-man team there.
Yeah,
But,
at some point in time, I think the team had like 43 points, and Anthony Davis had 25 of them, or
was that
something like that.
part of the plan? Was that Nico's master plan there?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Defense wins championship, but you gave up 120 points to the Memphis Grizzlies.
That's a slight problem.
Yeah.
We'll fly this all there. But so they're out. We got the Grizzlies and the Thunder. Where are you going there, big guy?
Well, I'm a Grizzlies fan by trade. That is my team.
I like that.
Yes.
Midwest.
Yes.
I can get on board.
Close
Yeah,
enough.
that's
I
fine.
mean,
Yeah.
it was either that, Bulls or Pacers. I went Grizzlies.
I like that. Yeah, mixed up a little bit.
John Morant being a local Murray State guy too. I mean,
that's right.
that's Kentucky.
It's the Valley.
A lot of
Close
people from around here go.
Yeah.
I mean, wish he would straighten up and act a little better. Maybe stop pretending.
Maybe we should holster it. Is that what we're saying? Maybe we should holster it.
Stop pretending to throw grenades into the crowd, stuff like that.
Maybe since we got suspended for violence, we don't, endorse
So
it.
he got warned by Adam Silver to stop doing the gun thing.
Oh, cool. So we mix it up?
Yeah. So the next game,
It's like,
grenade
yeah,
throws.
got my sidearm. You didn't see that coming, did you?
It's like, oh, okay. Well, that's not really game analysis that you guys get, but
But it was fun.
I think that the Grizzlies can steal a couple games from the Thunder. I do not think that they win this series. I think the Thunder are just that much better than them. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, SGA.
MVP, right? There it is.
I think that he is a co-favorite with Nikola Jokic.
That's fair. He's got it enough, though.
Yeah, but
like
he
NFL,
did
they spread it
average
around.
a triple-double this year.
He is the best player in the NBA.
He absolutely.
I mean,
it's
there's
not
no
close.
doubt.
He's probably about to get LeBron, in my opinion, where you're so good for so long and they're tired of giving you the MVP.
Yeah, I agree.
So I think SGA gets it.
I think there's a possibility Jokic throws that trophy in the trash anyway. I don't know.
Yeah, he says he's already got 3 Employee of the Year awards.
I can't park any closer to the building. No, I agree with you though on this. I really do. The Thunder, they're so deep too. I mean, they literally have 7 guys score double figures. Like, they're amazing.
Yeah, the Thunder, they're the best team in the West. I think statistically and just, they are.
Eye test.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to move them on.
Yeah, we are going to move them on.
This next one's
hurts my heart a little bit, but it's okay.
Maybe next year.
Maybe next year.
That worked for the Cubs for 108 years or something like that, and then they did win. So there you go.
There you go.
All right, we got another fighting Cronkies is in the Nuggets. Against what we got there? The Clippers. Yeah, that's right. Clippers.
Yeah, the LA Clippers. Bunch of old dudes.
They are that can still ball.
That can still ball. Which to be fair, Jokic is no young buck, and
that's true.
They've got Russell Westbrook on their team. This is a couple veteran squads.
Yeah, it is. What do you think of Denver though, with going into the playoffs after firing their coach right before? It was 3 games left.
Yes, I think they won all 3 of those games.
Okay, maybe that worked.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. I thought they went in on a skid actually, but I guess get the 4 seed they didn't, because that was really tight.
Yeah, they called it the Post Malone era. They are
trademark. I like that. That's your expert analysis you just hear here. There you go.
Well, that was the coach's name. Was Malone.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. No, I was like that. I did know that, and it wasn't Carl either, was it?
I think it was Kevin.
There you go. So it's a cousin, but I don't think that. It's a long family
He's lacking
tree.
some pigmentation.
It's a very spread out family tree. It really is, guys. It's crazy. We're not chemistry. We don't know how it works. But anyway, so we got Nuggets Clippers. This is tight. This is going to be fun.
I think this one goes the distance. I think it's going to be, what is the first round? Is that a 7-game series?
Yeah, 7-game. All the way out.
So I think it goes all 7.
Okay.
But I think the Nuggets eke it out.
I was thinking Clippers with the controversy around Denver coach firing, but you know what? When you've got the best player, it's hard to go against that.
I think that, like you said, he's the best player in the NBA.
Yeah.
He has been for probably the last 5 to 6 years, maybe even a little longer.
Yeah.
But he's really shown it these last 5.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think that if it comes down to where it's late in the series, it's going to be tough to put him away.
Yeah.
But, if Clippers come out, I think the first game was actually tonight.
Yeah, I think Denver actually won.
Denver did won by 2.
Yeah, which speaks to being a very tight series.
Yes, and I think it will be all the way through.
Yeah.
Since the Clippers didn't take that early lead that they kind of needed, I tend to think more with my 7-game win. But
yeah, I think it's gonna be very tight. Like I said, Clippers. I don't know. I thought they kind of missed their window to win, and they had a year like this. James Harden, I think, kind of proved a point this year.
James Harden came in. They're calling him Ozempic Harden now.
Oh,
so
I like that.
Lost a little weight.
Hey, it seems to work sometimes.
He's
it does.
playing pretty good ball. He's not looking like Houston Harden by no means.
He's playing, I think,
but
a little more all-around game. I think he actually, on their defensive possessions, is on the right part of half court now.
Yeah, well, I actually
that helps.
hated how he played with Philadelphia. They tried to turn him into a passer instead of a scorer, and which he did well when he was there. But this is a guy he could put 30 up any night, 40 or some nights, and they had him just averaging 12, 15 assists a game, and I don't think they utilized him correctly.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the Clippers, being a veteran squad, will be tough to put away as well. It should be a good series.
We're going Nuggets.
We're going Nuggets.
I like that. So we got Nuggets Thunder that next round. We'll go ahead and finish out Rest of the West first round. This is a good one. The Lake Show.
This one's exciting.
The T-Wolves. Anthony Edwards against LeBron, Luka, Austin Reeves. They kind of have the big three thing going. Kind of, sort of.
Yeah, they do. They do.
What's your take on that one?
Lakers in 5.
Gentleman sweep, right? Oh, yeah, there we go. Well, so much for that being interesting. It's over. So I don't know. I thought the T-Wolves went so deep last year. I thought that might give them a run for their money, but I really like the Lakers. Like, they're playing better D now.
They are.
Without Anthony Davis.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Maybe
LeBron's a great defender as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Luka you just keep making threes out there, buddy.
It turns out you pissed him off, and look at what he can do.
Dropped like 25 pounds. Like
he has.
Looking healthy.
He found a treadmill, put the beers away. Look at that. So, yeah, I'm on board with that too. Lake Show moving on.
I think that while the Ant-Man ran Timberwolves is a very good team, and I think the Ant will take a couple.
Yeah.
But maybe even just one. Lakers in 5.
I get that. There's a comment.
Ant may take one. It'll be interesting.
That.
There's actually few things in sports that has a few people in sports that have more drive to win than Anthony Edwards.
Yeah.
So
he might be Michael Jordan.
That could make it interesting. So. That being said, when you have probably the best player of all time, minus Michael Jordan, and the passing of the torch to probably the future of the NBA and Luka Doncic. Two great passers, two great scorers. Yeah. Austin Reeves, a great utility guy. Coming off the bench, I think that they've got Rui Hachimura that's been pretty good here lately. So
they're solid. Like I think they're deeper than they get credit for, I guess. So I agree. This next series, we got the Rockets, Golden State. I'm not going to lie. I was thinking Golden State they've been there. They've done it. It's the playoffs, so Jimmy Butler cares about basketball.
Yeah.
Team on his
That's
back.
exactly right.
Okay.
Playoff Jimmy's a thing.
But, I mean, the Rockets are very solid defensively, so
they are.
I'm going to turn to the expert here. I don't know. Is this just a Woody hunch? And, I like having a 7-2. This is fun. But
I'm right there with you. I think that this Golden State team has depth. They have veterans, and they have playoff Jimmy.
That's right. And when you have Curry, you have a chance.
See, the 7th seed, in my opinion, is a little misleading. They didn't get Jimmy Butler until the trade deadline.
Fair.
So they were one of the worst teams in the NBA until they got Jimmy Butler. They were way down there because Steph was hurt early in the season.
Yeah,
Draymond was gone a lot at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
They're healthy, which is something that they couldn't say most of the regular season. And they've got a veteran squad that knows how to be there.
Yeah,
I think that 4 out of their 5 starters have been in an NBA Finals.
That sounds right. Yeah.
So, I mean...
like Houston, last year I thought Oklahoma City was like a year early and they had to take their lumps,
Yep.
This, to me, a veteran team against a young one, which I'm very impressed with the Rockets this year.
Yep.
Like, I'm not going to lie, I couldn't name a player on their team for the year, and, like, what they've done. Impressive.
Yes.
Really.
They're young. They've got Grady Dick. They've got... there's another one that's just like
Steven Adams too.
They do have Steven Adams. He's made out of glass.
Yeah.
But he is very good. They've got Amin Thompson, I believe.
Yeah.
That's both the Thompson twins are in the playoffs this year.
Really?
Yes. Assar is on the Pistons.
Yeah. The Pistons. That's another one amazing.
Worst team in the NBA by a lot last year.
Yeah. What a turnaround. But okay, so we're Golden State. You want to go ahead and finish the West bracket? Then
let's finish the West bracket. Get our Western Conference champion.
Here. Okay, so we got the Thunder and the Nuggets. Where are you going with that one, big guy?
Ooh, honestly, this one could go either way. I think that the more seasoned team is the Nuggets, and the best player on the court goes to the Nuggets as well. As far as depth and the better team, Oklahoma City buries them.
That's what I was thinking. Like, I mean, Jokic's amazing, but good Lord, second round of the playoffs, he literally... Wasn't there a number out there that with him off the court, how bad?
So they've got the best offense efficiency in the NBA when he's on the court. They have the worst offense efficiency in the NBA when he is off the court.
I think I'd try to get him off the court if I was the other team.
Yeah.
Yeah. That seems like a pretty...
he
never goes out.
Yeah, I'd say, have you tried to, move him or...
I don't think that works. No, I don't think
he's 7 foot and he looks like he's part of the Russian mafia.
Yeah, and he's smart too. Though.
He's smart. He doesn't foul.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, probably because he doesn't really play a ton of defense.
Well, that's fair. I was gonna say, are they scared of him or didn't play defense?
It's
Maybe
those
both.
European players. They don't really play defense.
No, they don't.
But they do everything on the other side of the ball so well.
Yeah.
You don't pay attention to that.
You know, it seems as though it pays. And in MVPs, it works.
Yeah.
I was thinking Thunder too.
I think
Is that
Thunder
where you're at?
take
Okay,
it.
okay.
Could be an interesting series though.
I agree. So we got the Thunder, and then we got going out west, the Lake Show and Golden State. Take it away, my friend. This is fun.
I mean, hey, you got Steph and LeBron meeting
Yeah.
up. That's pretty
Talking
cool.
star power.
Talk about that. That'll probably be the most watched series in the
Yeah.
NBA playoffs this year. I'm gonna say this probably all the way up until the Western Conference champions.
Mm-hmm.
Lakers in 5.
I love it. Lakers in 5. I love
No,
the
I
conference.
think
really
that
do.
I think both these two rounds, the Lakers will take care of business, and
Okay.
I think that playoff Luka is pissed off, and
playoffs and pissed off. That's a perfect combination. There you go.
LeBron, he just knows his way around a playoff.
It seems like the first 2 rounds, it's almost a guarantee.
Yeah.
It used to be the Cleveland days. It's like
He didn't have
give
issues
him a
until he
bye.
gets to that final.
Yeah, exactly. And not Jordan like on that. But okay, so we got the Thunder, Lakers. Wow, that's fun.
Thunder Lakers. This
got-
one's
I was just thinking, LeBron. My gosh, when he got into the league, how many Thunder players were born?
I don't think SGA, which is their best
know,
player,
no,
I do not
I
think he
know.
was alive.
Well, maybe
Which is
in diapers,
wild.
possibly. But it's a testament to LeBron's longevity. It's amazing. It really is.
Yeah.
Not a LeBron fan. I respect that. But for this, I was going youth. I really was. I'm a believer in the Thunder, and they got their butts kicked last year in the playoffs. Learning lesson. I think they can get there, but I'm not the expert.
I think the
With the
Thunder
prefix, so.
are the better team.
Okay, but
I don't know if this, at this point in the stage of playoffs,
Mm-hmm.
if they've gotten enough of a feel for it yet that they can beat a veteran team like this.
Okay.
We're talking about LeBron, who's been to, I think, 7 or 8 NBA finals.
I think that's right. I know he's won 4.
Yeah,
and he's
so-
lost. I bet you 10. He's lost more than he's won.
Yeah.
I feel like
So
okay.
he's been to a lot of NBA finals.
Yeah.
Doncic was just there last year.
Yep.
And I mean, Reeves, I don't think was there when they won in 2020 yet.
No.
I don't think he was quite there. But
I see you're going with the experience. There's a
I
clear edge
do
here.
like the experience.
Okay, you going Lakers?
I'm not.
I
I
You
don't
have to make
know
your
if
ball
they've. I didn't know if the Oklahoma City Thunder had the firepower to overcome the experience.
Okay.
But I think they do. I think they're that much better.
I'm fully on board. And like I said, I thought last year's a big learning lesson for them. So what little I know on it, I 1 seed. They've been the best team in the West all year. They're deep. Like they've got size too. Like I don't know what more you want.
Yeah, it's. I mean,
I guess if you want.
I want to say this is a
out,
6 or 7 game series. This is no
Mhm.
Lakers in 5. No,
Lakers in 5 until they don't win. There you
yes,
go.
Lakers in 5 until they don't win, and I think they run into a buzzsaw in Oklahoma City.
Okay. All right. So we got Oklahoma City out of the West. I love it. Totally agree. Let's see about the East. Let's do
The
this.
East is a much more top-heavy conference.
Yeah.
This West side is very evenly balanced. There's a
Yeah.
lot of good teams over here.
Yeah.
This East side, in my opinion, you got 3 juggernauts, maybe even just 2.
I had 2 is what I was thinking.
And then after that, it's like,
Yeah. Yep.
who cares?
I mean, honestly, like, not to spoil it, but I was kind of Cleveland, Boston. Okay, let's see what happens here. That's where I was at, really. We'll go through
We'll go through the progressions.
Yeah. I mean, hey, look at Nixon. Shout out the Heat. Making it all the way
I was
through the
shocked to see they made it through the gauntlet.
Is
there.
that the first 10, I think, to make it? I think it is.
I believe
I'm
so.
not sure.
But which this
might
is
be
only like the
incorrect,
second
yeah.
or third year they've done this. So
Okay, so it's not as impressive as
No, it's
but
not.
Still, that was cool. I think you basically earned yourself another week to play basketball and bye-bye.
Cavs in 4.
No, we're not even gonna gentlemen. We're just
I think this is just a straight sweep.
You guys live on a beach, you'll be fine. So there you go. All right, we're putting the Cavs past it. Pacers Bucks. Where's all that?
Pacers Bucks. He's upstairs watching WrestleMania.
Okay,
watching
he
Pat
might get
McAfee,
angry
our boy.
here.
The Pacers did pretty handily
Destroy them?
take this first game.
Yeah.
That was without Damian Lillard.
That's true.
So Lillard is supposedly back.
I think game 2 or 3.
2 or 3.
He's
yeah.
coming back. Yeah, I didn't see that today.
So I think he's got like a deep vein thrombosis or something like that. It's the same thing that's got Wimby sidelined for the year.
Oh heck!
It's like a blood clot.
Yeah, that's like actually medically serious.
Yes. Yeah. So I mean, it's a big deal. So they're kind of being careful with him, which rightfully so.
So it's like
The
I might
Pacers
die,
took
but I
out
won't
the
win.
Bucks last year.
Yes.
And that was without Dame, and later in the series without Giannis as well. He got hurt in Game 3, I believe.
And it was pretty well over. Yeah.
If Dame does not come back healthy Game 2, I think it's going to be a pretty quick series.
Yeah.
If he comes back in Game 2 and plays the rest of the series,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say Bucks in 7.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm rolling Pacers no matter what. That
Okay.
Indiana vibe. I love it. I love Halliburton. He's freaking
Just because I
awesome.
know how the first game goes, we'll allow the Pacers to go through.
Okay.
First game's over. And
Well, I was just say you're the expert though. We can go Bucks.
No,
but it's a
no.
lot of extenuating circumstances.
It is. Like I said, it highly depends on Dame. I mean, that's your second best player.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of a big deal. So and honestly, not to spoil it, but the next round probably makes it a moot point. It's kind of where I was at with the
It
Cavs.
does. Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So we'll go Knicks and Pistons. Is this a possible upset though? I mean, what do the Pistons have to lose? Nothing.
They don't. This is the team that won, I think, 30 games last year. I don't think they won that many.
They were worse in the NBA.
Yeah. Well, I think them and the Wizards. Were
you're right. You're right.
So, but still, they may have only won 25, 20. But terrible last year.
Terrible.
Charles Barkley would be proud.
That's right.
No
more.
Speaking of Charles Barkley, I think that he played for the Knicks for a little while, didn't he?
He had a few stops. I don't remember that, but I'm not
might
going to
not
say no. I don't know. But
Anyway, I want to go Knicks here. I do not think that the young Pistons team. Congratulations, glad you earned yourself a spot here. Very young, promising team.
Yeah.
The Knicks were number 2 in the East last year, and arguably they got better with adding Michael Bridges.
Yeah.
Or Miles Bridges. It's one of the Bridges brothers.
That's right. And Karl Anthony Towns. They got him.
And they got Cat.
So, I don't think he plays much defense, but,
No.
he can score. So, yeah, I agree with that. Unfortunately, I think whoever wins that series is running into what I think is a juggernaut in Boston.
Yeah.
Boston's got not the Magic. Is that right?
They do have the Magic.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm sorry. I was thinking the other series. Yeah.
Healthy
They beat the
Paulo
Hawks,
Banchero.
Yeah. Ooh. Is that enough to move the needle?
The Magic were actually one of the better teams in the East before Banchero came back.
Okay.
Arguably the best player on the team, Banchero.
That should work well.
That being said, it's Boston. And
I love it. Cool story. So, yeah. Cool story.
That being said, this is the defending champs. They are the best team in the NBA still, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And
is Jaylen Brown healthy? That's the one that I was like.
That matters a little, not early in the series. I don't think
I'll
it matters
give you
for
the
this
first
series.
round. Yeah, I think that matters come conference finals time.
Absolutely.
That's where I'm at.
Absolutely.
Okay, you agree? Okay.
Yeah.
As I think, yes, I agree with that. I don't think.
Wouldn't even worry about playing them against the Magic.
Really, that ballsy. Wow. Maybe give him a game or two. Shake off some rust.
Yeah.
Get some practice out there. I give the Magic to a gentleman's sweep.
Yeah. No.
No, not happening. All right, moving on. Boston sweep.
We've got a healthy. We're talking about the Boston Celtics last year won this title handily.
Yes.
And they had Porzingis for 2 games?
For I should say a hot minute.
They had him in the finals, which he torched the Mavs in the finals.
Yeah, he was a difference in that series.
Yeah.
They like I said, the total difference, but he definitely put them in the top.
I believe they had 25 points in the first 10 minutes of the first. His first game back.
Yeah, it's
he was
is he healthy? Yeah.
Okay, yep, he's healthy. Yeah, he's still a
check
unicorn.
that box. Yep. Yeah, pretty much. So, all right. We'll go on the second round. Do you give the Knicks a shot against Boston down there? I don't think they won a game against them this year. It's not great.
No.
I think it's 4-0 Boston. One game was close, but...
One game was close.
I agree. Boston...
My phrase all through these videos last year when we did these, what did I say over and over?
Boston's going to win?
No, I said all roads lead through Boston.
Oh, there you go. You go.
I said that a lot.
That's fair.
And I
That's fair.
still think that up to this point, you got to be the king, you got to beat the king.
No, I like
and
that.
I don't think either of these teams are there.
I love them. I agree. I'm going to say the only thing is they do have to go to Cleveland and get to the conference finals.
They do.
Which, not to jump ahead, but we'll go. Screw it. Cleveland and the Pacers. Are we going here?
We're going to go Cleveland and Pacers. And Sorry, Tyrese.
Man, and I want to go Pacers. Local product. I always root for them. Hoosiers, and all that crap. But no.
Cavs in 5.
Okay, there you go. At least they got the gentleman's sweep.
They did get the gentleman's sweep.
I mean, last year the Pacers made the conference finals, but I feel like every team they played
just
had injuries.
Devastated by injuries.
Yeah, exactly. So it was like,
I really hope that Lillard actually does come back for the Bucks, and at least that's not going to be the story for the Pacers.
I agree. Like, you actually beat them healthy.
Yeah,
that'd be great. But okay, we've got them moving past them, so we basically have Boston, Cleveland.
Pretty chalky for those two, but those are the. This was much easier to do on the East than it was the West.
Yeah,
because these are clear cut, pretty easily the best two teams in the East. It's not
Can't
really
argue
close.
with that. I don't think many people can. Who gets there though? Boston, Cleveland.
I'll say this: while they are the only two good teams in the East, I think they might be the best two teams in the NBA.
Whoa,
So
I like that.
I really struggle with this, and this is going to be a dogfight.
I do agree with that. I do.
I flip a coin.
This one where Brown does need to play.
For me,
from
yes.
Boston. I really do.
If he's healthy, great, Boston.
Yeah.
If he's not, Cavs could take it. I think they split their season series.
So. Yeah,
they went 2-2.
Yep.
So
I agree 100%.
Depends on the healthiness of Jaylen Brown. I'm gonna tentatively say Celtics.
I'm going there too. Like if I had to fill out a bracket today.
Yes.
I'm going there. It's kind of like the NCAA. I was like, Cooper Flag, is he healthy? I'm picking him.
Right.
I did. I hope this goes better than that because. Way to go.
Well, Cooper Flag was healthy, but
he was just they couldn't score at the end. So that happens. But all right, so we're gonna go Boston, OKC in the finals, and who we going with here?
all roads will
1,
go through
2,
Boston.
3. OKC.
No, we can be a split decision on this. But for me, I think this is where the experience.
I went against you last year. I'm not doing that this year. I'm just kidding.
You did.
OKC. It's almost like I should stay in my lane, not NBA.
No. I think that OKC is probably the better team, and that's tough to say. That being said, Celtics are so good.
Yeah.
And they've been there before.
Yep, I agree. I honestly, if I let common sense override it, I agree with you. I think that the Golden State Warriors, a couple of their rings, they beat better teams. Maybe.
And
I started to too the depth of Boston too. Like if they are healthy, I mean that's the one team that OKC. I'm like, oh crap, like that advantage is out the window. You know, Boston's pretty deep.
I can't disregard SGA's ability to take over a game either.
I know. Then you got Tatum, so I don't know. I'm gonna go Boston.
Both very deep teams.
Yeah, exactly.
Very deep teams. This will be a fun series.
I think these are the two best teams in the NBA. Honestly, with all due respect to Cleveland.
This is the matchup the NBA needs.
This
is what I like. This is fun. Well, honestly, Boston Lakers.
Well, I started the Lakers. That. Selling the tickets, but I love random teams, what I call them, like Oklahoma City. That's not big market and everything, like homegrown talent. Too.
Yes,
that's pretty cool.
Can you imagine the massive boner Adam Silver has if it's Boston?
Watch the officiating. If it's LA and OKC, can you bet on which team gets more fouls? I'm gonna do that for sure. So.
Well, I don't know. SGA is the best foul baiter in the NBA.
Yeah, he is until they're getting paid for it. So.
SGA gets fouled more than anybody.
Some of Vegas money talks a lot, but no. We'll see. I think we're going Boston then here.
We are going to go Boston, but we don't feel great about it. I think that OKC is a great team.
Not at all. I like it. You know, going to hockey and you take a break, and I talk a lot apparently, so that's going to go good for ratings, but...
well...
it is what it is. You can throw a few names in or say I'm an idiot, because I'll tell you what. I'm going to go through my predictions, and I already am saying I want a reneged clean slate after the first round.
Are the Avalanche in here?
Yeah, they are.
Oh,
you want them going all the way?
Fighting Kroenke.
Because
He's got all the sports teams.
He's got a lot of money.
And they're all good.
And they all win. Yeah, he knows nothing about it, but... then again, I mean, kind of a brilliant American investor.
Have they all brought him a championship?
Yes, they have. Except for the soccer team over there. They really hate him over there. I think. I don't know. There's that Fuck You Kroenke one on YouTube, so
yeah.
I'd like to think he's not a fan, but they're not a fan of his. But, yeah, he's done pretty good in America. So, like I said, I think hockey as far as professional series, whenever you're talking like maybe the NFL here, I was going to say the playoffs, like the first round is the most exciting as far as the upsets. Like the NBA, correct me if I'm wrong. you don't see a whole lot of 7-8s in the NBA making deep runs, knocking 1 seeds out, right?
Right, unless it's just a team that's been hurt all year and they all got healthy right at the playoffs.
Yes.
That's the only time you see something like that.
Yeah. Hockey happens all the time. It does. Like, honestly, I'm a Blues fan, obviously, right here. Let's go Blues. And I'm going to tell you what, the 4 teams they're up there with, they're playing Winnipeg first round, Dallas, Colorado. These 4 teams, if you put any of them in any other quadrant for the bracket, I could see them making it to the finals.
Would you say the hockey's more like a baseball as far as like the hot teams moving on?
Yeah, the hot team. Yeah, it is. You get in and you can win, literally. And I think maybe even more for hockey because I don't know. I mean, for one thing, you're playing these guys, you can beat the hell out of them. Like, there's just a lot of variables. Yeah, I don't know. Baseball's kind of the same. Now, that'd be interesting to dive deep into that.
Well, I would say more hockey than baseball just because your stud pitcher that's on fire can't pitch every game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I don't know. And hockey's such a sport, too. I mean, the physicality makes it so different, And it just is sometimes you can have a team that scored 120 points regular season, play a team with 90, but that 90-win team is the grittier team. Just kind of gets in their head after one. Like, you see it happen all the time.
We had to fight tooth and nail to get you.
Yes. Or here's the other thing I was going to say. You mentioned stud pitcher, goalies. They can have a goalie get hot as hell, and you're winning the series.
Yep.
That's how it works. It really is.
Pretty tough scoring. Exactly. Looking at you, Benny.
Come on. We need this Benner. This game 1 crap. Don't do that again. Come on. You know what? We'll start right there. Good segue. There you go.
Yeah.
Winnipeg, the Jets, and St. Louis. I went back and forth as a Blues fan. I really have on this one. Winnipeg, I will admit, I think they are the better team. They are. Will it matter? Like, I've got so much 2019 Blues vibes. You mentioned that earlier.
There's a lot of similarities between these two
gosh.
teams. Like, a shocking amount.
Yeah, it's crazy. And it was like 6 years ago. You can't not go there.
Yeah.
Fired the coach. We're terrible. Win on a heater. We literally broke the record for wins in a row that team had set at the end of the year. And you've got all this going, like we roll 4 lines like we did there, all this stuff. Bennington, still got him in net. He can still flip a switch. Look what he did at the Four Nations Classic.
That's what I was talking. We need to see that Benner.
We do. If we get that Benner, we win.
Yeah.
If we get that Benner, this is not just a homer and me talking. Blues can win the cup. They can. Okay. Here's the problem with this series. Winnipeg, for one, they're a hell of a team. It's a well-deserved 1 seed. They match up with us in the mirror like literally identical, just a hair bigger, stronger, faster.
Those are really 3 good things.
That's a problem. And they've got, on paper, a better goalie. Now, Hellenbach, he literally, in this same situation against us, basically shit the bed. And we've won because he, for all the regular season awards, all this, he struggled in the playoffs. Part of the reason is they play him like 70 games a year. I've kind of scratched my head this year, and I'm like, you guys have such a big lead. Why are you throwing him out there every day? Like, Bennington plays about a 50-30 split with Hofer. Keep him fresh. So he has wore down the end of the year. Go figure. That can happen. But on paper, like, he's even better than Benner. They've got a point to prove, too. Because they're getting – I almost wish all the experts out there were on Winnipeg's side. I really do.
Yeah.
You're not seeing that. You see a lot of people picking the Blues, and I'm like, man, don't feed the fire. Like,
don't do this to me.
Yeah, just
don't give me hope.
They're way better. So I want to go Blues here, and I will say I was praying that the Blues got Minnesota's spot. That first wildcard spot, got Vegas first round. I want Vegas. With all due respect, they're a good team. I had us going to the conference finals if we were in that spot of the bracket.
Yeah.
I did. We had 5 teams out of the Central in the playoffs compared to 3 in the Pacific. Hell of a division. They got us by a point. I hate this matchup. I watched the game a couple weeks ago, and literally that's the first game I've seen. I'm like, crap. We'd won 12 in a row going into this. They dominated us. Like, puck possession, everything. Like, they're just a hair better.
Yeah.
That being said, even if the Blues get swept in this series, I'm still proud of them. I don't care because we saw the things we need to see. And we'll have an episode. I'm going to break this down this whole season. But on the flip side, too, the Blues are playing with house money. They were not supposed to be here. We got
nothing to lose.
We got nothing to lose, yeah. And all the pressure, in a sense, is on Winnipeg because the Blues beat them 6 years ago.
Yep.
Similar setup. Winnipeg was the higher seed. Like, that's why I'm still, even as we're talking about it, going back and forth. I'm like, we have hope. And if I hadn't watched that game a couple weeks ago, I'd be like, yeah, Blues going to get them. Doesn't matter. We'll play anybody. I don't care. Bring back the Soviets from 1980. We'll play them. It's fun. Screw it.
And hadn't watched them earlier today.
Yeah, there you go. That didn't help. But I really think this is the year that Winnipeg gets the monkey off their back. And maybe I'm going to curse them by picking them because that usually happens.
There you go. It's a emotional hedge.
Yeah, it is. There it is. It is. It is. It really, truly is. And I'm not putting money on it because that's bad juju for my Blues. But I'm going to go Winnipeg. I really
Okay.
do. Okay, the other part of the bracket, we got Dallas, Colorado. Dallas. They're missing Heiskanen, their best defender. They lost 7 in a row going into the playoffs. That does not bode well.
Fighting Cronkies, move on.
I hate it. And what's your attachment to him? Tell that story again. I forget.
So, I was at a Buffalo Wild Wings. It was right after I got divorced and when I was moving.
Ooh,
And
okay.
it had nothing to do with that. But, what happened was I was in there and they were celebrating the Avalanche winning a cup, and I got
They should have won that, by the way.
they had a little beer thing on top. What is that thing? The draft knob.
Oh yeah, the keg tap. Or
Yeah, the keg tap.
Yeah.
Well, that little Avalanche. Well, if you bought one beer, you got another one for free.
Yeah.
Because the Avalanche won the World Cup. Got a free Coors Light.
Oh, okay. I
So, beer bought my allegiance to the Avalanche.
wow. Okay.
And so, as a 5.
You know what? They're owned by a commie, but I see your point. Sounds good. So they give you beer. So there you go. And on your logic, I actually agree. I do. We'll give them the gentleman's sweep here. They also are getting Gabriel Langesoff. I can say his name. Their captain. He's been out for like 3 years.
Heard that guy's really good.
He is, and he's playing his first game in I think it is 3 years, something like that. So I was like, okay, how's this going to go? But maybe the emotional part of that, having him back.
Yeah.
Because they're a hell of a team. McKinnon, Makar, truthfully, if this was 2 weeks ago, I think I had Dallas winning the cup. They're very solid in net. Dallas is a good team, but they're struggling. Injuries have got them. I hate freaking Cronkies. Move on. Whatever.
For Frankies.
The Frankies. And I'll tell you, we're going to fill out this part of the bracket because to make this simple, we got Winnipeg, Colorado. Screw your free beer. I'm going with the Canadians. I'm going Canada.
Oh, they're not only going to beat out the Blues, they're just going to keep rolling.
They're going to keep rolling. They are. Winnipeg is so much deeper than Colorado. Colorado's got the top end star power, but they run 4 lines, and that this time of year, I think that this series, the only way Colorado wins is they jump out, like blitz them.
Okay.
Win, 3 of the first 4, something like that. No, the later this series goes, I think Winnipeg wears them down. I really do. And they've got Lowry, they've got solid scoring all the way around. Honestly, Winnipeg's not weak all the way you look at it. Big D men. I think it's gonna this year. I think no President's Cup trophy curse. Winnipeg's gonna come out of that side of the bracket.
Okay.
So we'll move down to I think the weaker part of this bracket. You got Vegas, Minnesota. I do not think there's any magic there with Minnesota. They just got in as the 7th seed. They're hot. All this no, they kind of limped in. Vegas is a hell of a team. I'm not going to go real deep into this. Vegas is better.
So I'm going to pick them.
I think that should work out well. So I usually try to get too cute. I'm like, they'll upset them. Screw that. That. We got Vegas moving on. Kings and Edmonton. You probably know a few Edmonton players. Or 2 maybe. McDavid? Dan?
Connor McJesus.
Connor McJesus. There you go.
Yes.
I hate to go against McJesus, especially with Easter tomorrow.
Ooh, this early on?
Ooh, I really do. But I got the Kings winning. Yep.
Got the Kings.
They've knocked them out of the playoffs for, I think, 3 years in a row. I think
they've got the formula, huh?
You would think. Yeah, and you'd think with Woody logic, I should probably, they keep beating them. It'll happen. But no. LA's actually, they can score this year. That helps in hockey.
I heard that does win games.
It does.
Defense wins championships.
Yeah, apparently.
Ask Nico Harrison.
Let's see if that Nico strategy works out here. Let's see about that. This team has more than one score or 2, so that might. Oops,
yeah.
Sorry, Nico, but I really think the Kings. This is the best Kings we've seen in a while. Edmonton's pretty beat up too. They have the best part on the ice. I don't think it matters here, and their goaltending's not good.
Yeah,
that matters.
Can't deal with McJesus scoring 4 if your goalie's giving up 5.
That's a problem, man. It's kind of what got him against Florida. It really was. But it's fun, though. It's fun. Not going to lie. So, Vegas and the Kings. This might blow up in my face, but I've actually got the Kings taking out the Knights.
Okay.
I really do. I like what they're doing this year. They're a tough team. Kopitar's awesome. I just think they've got a well-rounded arsenal. And I've got Kings in Winnipeg. Here's where it ends for the Kings. They're going to get trumped, and I've got I'm on the Canada train, man. We got Winnipeg in the finals.
Well, yeah, and we don't want Vegas to keep winning. They're spoiled.
Right,
They won their first year they were at or second year, one of the two.
They made the finals their first year.
Yeah.
And they won, I think it was year 3 or 4, but it's still crap.
Still stupid.
Yeah, we'd wait like 50-some years and barely got one. So.
No, you guys were in a lot of finals early.
Yeah, we were. We were. Didn't really count. But yeah, we were there. We were. Did you know how that all went, by the way?
Yeah.
We were the best of
the expansion teams.
Yeah, I started the B League. We're the best of the B League. So, we didn't win a single finals game. But, at least we won something. So I got Winnipeg there. The East, I honestly think you could almost throw a dart and be more accurate than my predictions.
Okay.
I really do. It's a crapshoot. We got the Battle of Ontario up top. Toronto, Ottawa. That's fun. We got Canadians fighting each other. You're on board with that, aren't you?
I'm just impressed with the geography skills, to be honest. I didn't know those were both in Ontario.
It might be incorrect. It really might. I looked at the map earlier. I was like, close enough.
Close enough.
Yeah, I think that's in Providence. Ooh,
Tell us if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I thought Toronto was in Canada, but whatever.
Once you go north of the border, it doesn't even matter. But hey, here we go. This is some deep analysis. Canadian team will move on to the second round. There you go.
Nailed it.
Well, Toronto's got Berube, and they are known for crapping their pants in the playoffs when it comes around. They really are. They've done that consistently. I think it's going to be a hell of a series. I think it goes 6 or 7. They're a young team. Like, they've really came from out of nowhere this year. That being said, I think Berube's battle-tested. He's got them actually doing this thing called playing defense.
Yeah.
They've got a goalie that actually can stop the puck this year. That helps.
Right. That's important.
In this game, it is. So I've got them edging them out, moving on. This is hilarious. It just hit me. Now we have a battle of Florida.
Ooh,
Tampa
Florida.
Tampa and the Panthers. Once again, this is another one. If healthy, I'm going Florida. We don't know if Kachuk's back.
What's Tampa's mascot?
It's a lightning bolt. Tampa Bay Lightning. Ooh. So do you like lightning to strike a panther?
I like it.
Yeah, okay, there we go. That's right.
It's tough to kill lightning.
I don't think that's happened, has it?
Yeah, I think it's undefeated.
I think it is. So there you go. All right, they're winning the cup. You heard it first, you did. Even though they're beer mugs. There you go. In all seriousness, Tampa, Valesky, their goalie, he is amazing. He was hurt last year. They had a down year. Everybody thought end of an era. No. They're like, screw that. We can still play. Victor Hedman's back. Their key D-man, he's playing great. I think all the way around, Kucherov is amazing with them. They're, I think, the more healthy team here. And Florida got Brad Marchand at the trade deadline, and I still want to punch him in the face. So there you go. Very hateable guy.
Very punchable face.
Very, very much so. Yep, he's up there. Top 5.
Is that the 4?
He's the weasel-looking dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, the weasel-looking dude.
3 nations? 4 nations?
4 nations, yeah. He was on Canada.
Yep, okay.
That adds to that. But yeah.
Yep, okay.
So I got Tampa, Toronto, and with all due respect to Mr. Craig Berube, I would not even think about punching him in the face. No way, Chief. I'm going to go Tampa. I am. I really believe in their bounce back this year. John Cooper, been there, done that. They've won 2 cups, made another finals or 2 not that long ago. I think they're back. I really do.
Okay.
So I got Tampa. Down in the bottom part of the bracket, we got the Fighting Ovechkins.
Ooh.
Washington came back. Yeah. I'm going to tell you what, though. They came into the playoffs cold. I kind of want to go upset with the 8 seed Montreal. I kind of do.
Man, you think the story's over?
No.
The storybook's over?
No. I want to, but I can't do it because I love Ovi too much.
Okay.
I do. They went in cold, but I think they can flip the switch. Logan Thompson's played amazing in net for them this year. I really think they're the better team, but I think Montreal pushes them. I really do. I could see this going 6 or 7, being very dangerous. I could. The next one, this series has been set up for a couple weeks. The 2-3, Carolina, New Jersey. New Jersey's missing their best player, Jack Hughes. Their best D-man, Dougie Hamilton. Maybe back, maybe not. I'm going Carolina. They're more healthy. I got them going to play Washington. And I'm going to go Washington moving on. Maybe more like emotional attachment here, but
okay.
Nothing Carolina stands out to me. Really doesn't. I got Washington and Tampa Bay. This was tough. Because in all actuality, probably neither one of these teams will be here because it's going to be a crapshoot.
USA.
We're doing that. Wait. No,
Washington.
I guess they're both there.
You said Washington and Tampa Bay.
Washington, Tampa Bay. Yeah, they're both in the U.S. But
you said USA.
Where you're going. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to have U.S. team winning here. Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay.
You heard it here. I've got Tampa, Winnipeg, and as much as I want to keep going USA, I'm actually going, oh, Canada.
Oh.
I went, oh, Canada. I went
Tommy.
Winnipeg. I did. So I've hedged fully here, and right now, Blues, you heard it. Come back, kick their ass, and ruin my bracket. There you go.
So
Winnipeg won it all.
that means the winner of that Winnipeg and Blues series is winning it all.
You know,
If the Blues win that series, winning it all.
I could see it happening. I really could. I mean, we got the Cronkies next round, and emotional hate is going to fuel that. So, you know, you said your boot you got, there, whatever it was, the beer.
Yeah.
I still say we win that cup if Kadri doesn't run over Bennington. I still do.
Okay.
Check it on tape. We were going to beat them in that series. It's for Kadri. There you go. Oh, wait, at the camera. There we go. So, anyway, you got Winnipeg, and we got, who do we have? Boston in the NBA. There's
Yes.
the playoffs.
Yeah.
I'd put
Put 'em
more
down.
money on
Parlay 'em.
Parlay. No doubt about it. Really not a win. We had a 1 seed and a 2. But
Stamp it.
you heard it here. That was fun, guys. So,
That wraps up our
That's right.
episode number 69.
9. There you go, girl.
Nice.
Shout out, buddy. Oh, I'm going to smash this, and we'll see you guys later.
Stay classy, America.
And Southern Illinois.
And
See ya.
Southern Illinois.